The underground needs a hard reset.
Now, before we begin, I just
Mind you, before I get into this video, I really don't know anything about underground rap and shit like that. I'm trying to get into that area. This guy can help me understand what he's talking about and shit.
want to
about
say
underground.
that I don't think that the underground is dead. I don't think that the underground is dying. If you do, then you probably look like this. This is what you look like and sound like. For one, the underground isn't even just rap. You know, there's an underground R&B scene. There's an underground house scene. There's an underground rock scene. So saying that the underground is dying and only referring to like the rap scene is kind of stupid as hell. You know, this might be a revolutionary thought and all, but the underground doesn't live and die with summers. You know, there's more shit out there. And for number two, as long as that there is music that is popular, there will be music that is.
So what's up with people that just listen to underground genre, bro? Like, they make it seem like there's some bougie people that know shit better than anyone else. Like, if you don't listen to underground, bro, you just don't know shit. Like, what is up with that? That's why and this is not, I don't want to say everyone, but it's just like, yo, this is like why I don't really be talking to people, because they're the most ignorant ones, bro. Like, they just be spouting nonsense.
Popular. There's never going to be a time where all music is appreciated the same. There's always going to be some shit that's going to be favored more than others.
Like, so they want to be different so bad.
Rap scene is kind of stupid as hell. You know, this might be a revolutionary thought and all, but the underground doesn't live and die with summers. You know, there's more shit out there. And for number two, as long as that there is music that is popular, there will be music that is in
underground be ass most of the time. Oh, yo, what's good, Rob? How you feeling? I can see why you said that, but I feel like back then it wasn't, though. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like back then it wasn't.
Apparently unpopular. There's never going to be a time where all music,
at least it's just the artist that I listen to.
There's always going to be some shit that's going to be favored more than others. So there always will be an underground, and there always has been an underground. You could even argue that the underground isn't even just music. And finally, to quote the late great Save the World One,
what you really mean is the select few artists that I choose to always gossip about and obsess over are boring me. Please entertain me with a new set of artists I can obsess over for a few months so the cycle can continue.
And to kind of like elaborate on that last point, right? Around this time 2 years ago, holy shit, I made a video basically saying that this whole drama focused like scene.
When Lucky was underground, it was cool. You know what's so crazy? I barely listen to Lucky. I mean, I listen to Lucky now, but it's just like, yo, I wasn't around. You know what I mean?
The underground is kind of getting tiring, and it reminds me a lot of the 2018 like clout era. And
I can see why you said that, though.
Started bass boosting, ear raping their songs for no reason.
Yo, wasn't Lucky alternative, like the genre, and then he went to hip hop? Is that what it is? Like, am I tripping?
Around this,
what's put in lean? Like, to make lean? As in Sprite and NyQuil lean? Why did I say that? I don't know how to make lean, y'all. I don't know, MK. I don't know.
This time 2 years ago, holy shit, I made a video basically saying that this whole drama focused like scene of the underground is kind of getting tiring, and it reminds me a lot of the 2018 like clout era. And ever since niggas just started bass boosting, ear raping their songs for no reason, making them exponentially worse than they need to be, I'd say
that shit you said. Why you say you like I? Yo, no, bro. No, bro. No. Why do you want to know?
Evergreen as ever. Because holy shit, bro. Because like at least in like 2018, when you had niggas like Trippie Redd and X and such and such, you know, back then, yes, they were doing crazy antics. Yeah, 6ix9ine was being a troll. Yeah, Trippie Redd was being a troll. Yada yada, whatever, right? But at least the music back then was hard enough. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, was Yachty underground back then or no? Maybe Yachty wasn't. I'm not even sure.
Like, take Lil Pump, for example. Lil Pump was definitely trolling and had a lot of antics going into his music career, especially around that time, right? But at least the music, to an extent, was serviceable enough to where people were genuinely fucking with Lil Pump because of his music. They weren't fucking with Lil Pump because he's funny or fucking with Lil Pump because of his antics. They messed with his music, and at the end of the day, that's what people liked about it. So that's what niggas gravitated towards him.
Because it was
you can
hard.
say the same thing for artists like Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine who were doing similar shit at the time. But can you really say that about like a Nine Vicious who has not really dropped anything entertaining and only has done like antics to keep his name afloat in the underground scene, so that people keep talking about him and keep making videos about him in the underground scene, so he can keep getting his name out there, so he can keep getting exposure. Niggas don't even.
But it's just like I barely know. I don't even listen to Nine Vicious, so I don't even know. Just saying, you probably do it. I want to make this some of that shit and be a devil. Make my classic sit before next week math exam. MK. No. No. That's a no-go. Don't. No. No.
Even care about the music.
Leave that shit alone, dog.
You just because you're controversial or just because you have some sort of edge factor, niggas will automatically just gravitate towards you. The music can be hot ass, but if you do enough antics and you do the right shit and you troll the right people, niggas will automatically be on your side. And the shit is tiring, to say the least. And what pisses me off about like this engagement-based climate of the underground is like, you can literally buy an audience. Like, you can just buy a package deal on Twitter and just have a whole bunch of niggas promo you or whatever. And you will automatically have fans as long as you hang around the right people. You keep your name afloat in like Twitter drama and shit. You'll automatically have a fan base. Like, take that nigga.
Twitter is like a great way to start, bro, because he's talking about if you don't know underground, you look like this. These are Twitter people. I want you to look at this and think of Twitter people. This is what they are. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
Drama and shit. You'll automatically
imagine they'll get all fucked up so I don't have competition. I get it. But it's like, yo, with the lean shit, nah. You'll win, but at what cost? Like, you know what I mean?
We have a fan base. Like, take that nigga Baby Bartier for a second, right? That nigga is ass. Like, genuinely, that nigga is fucking terrible. And yet you'll see niggas push him and promo him, and he's hanging out with Nine Vicious, and he's doing all these wonderful things. And now you see people like acting like he matters and shit. Whole time, this nigga sucks balls. Like,
Yo, what's up with the Nine Vicious slander? What's up with the Nine Vicious slander?
He's doing all these wonderful things, and now you see people like acting like he matters and shit. Whole time, this nigga sucks balls. Like horsecock. This nigga is ass, bro. Niggas can literally just force a nigga to be trending if they just get a package deal and make the right moves. Because
I don't know if he was talking about Nine Vicious, my bad. But like, yo,
any other era in the underground, there's no way you could tell me that a little Tupac will be going up as crazy as he is now. Like, that's just not possible. So I say all that to say that the underground needs a hard ass reset. And I don't know what that reset is gonna be, unfortunately. I missed that weird little period between like 2018 and 2020 when the underground was quote unquote dead. But in all actuality, it was just as lower key and niggas just wasn't tapped in for real. Because it allowed a lot of talent that actually mattered to get recognition. And it allowed for shit like 2021 to 2023 to happen, to where we got a whole plethora of new artists that basically changed the game as we know it. And yet in 2025, this shit is entirely burnt out. We need another reset. Don't even get me started on that homage bullshit, bro. On one hand, look, I get it. It's nothing new. Back then, mixtapes used to be called shit like the Bird Print, which is obviously a homage to fucking Jay-Z, right? Lucky has been doing that shit for a while now. But the difference between something like a Gucci Mane or a Lucky is that when those two pay homage, it's fucking homage. Rarely were they bar for bar copying album covers and just having zero creative direction whatsoever for their own shit. And you know, for older albums, I get it, right? When Osama previewed the Jump Out cover for the first time and I saw that it was a recreation,
I barely listened to Osama song. But that's Black Sabbath. I didn't even know that. It's guaranteed they would want to try out only if you know about it, and the rest are just curious who Oh, 100% gonna want to try it out. Yeah, tell them to knock it off, bro.
Of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, you know, that made sense to me, bro, because Osama Sun's type of music is also inspired by rock music, and it's different enough to where it can stand alone as its own cover while still being a callback to something. But this nigga right here just literally recreated the fucking No Stylist cover. Like, that shit didn't come out 2 days ago. What are you doing? If you are that lost creatively to where you can't even think of a cool, unique album cover to your own fucking music, quit making music. Stop trying to be a creative nigga when you aren't a creative person. Oh, look at me. My name's Apollo Red One, and here's my take on Little Uzi Vert versus the world.
Okay, all right, okay. I see what you're saying. I see it because that. Hold on, like I'm blocking, but you can see why. You know what I mean? But there's a lot. There's a lot of album covers that's inspired by the Lil Uzi Vert album cover when it comes to this, which I think is cool. So I don't know. Wait, why is? I just realized that like that shit's out of place.
Little Uzi Vert versus the world. Oh, look at me. My name's Skywater, and here's my take on Playboy Cardi self-titled. Oh, look at me. My name's Nine Vicious. Here's my take on Michael Jackson Bad. Like, oh,
I didn't even know that. Yo, I didn't even see that. Wow, so these niggas look like they about to jump the cameraman. Don't hate it. Nah. I can see why you said that.
World. Oh, look at me. My name's Skywater, and here's my take on Playboy Cardi self-titled. Oh, look at me. My name's Nine Vicious. Here's my take on Michael Jackson Bad. Like, okay, nigga, damn. It's like you niggas just want to regurgitate and recycle old shit and old ideas from long, long ago, and yet you think you're so ahead of the curve, and that you're such a musical genius for doing so. I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I first listened to Rest in Bass, I thought that shit was ass. I'm just letting you know right now. And it's not even like I'm a Che hater or anything. I liked all that nigga's music prior to that. But when this nigga just started being a derivative of Cardi, and not just any derivative of Cardi, but a bad one, you know, it's kind of hard for me to like it, you know? It's kind of hard for me to go.
I don't know half of these artists he listed, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've seen like 3 niggas try to recreate the whole like awful records to ASAP Mob run of Cardi and like that whole era. But instead of Cardi in them, they're trying to do it with like Nine Vicious, Apollo Red One, Dior vs. You, etc., etc. And I'm just like, can they just not be their own shit? Niggas keep acting like that Away Collective is like the next ASAP Mob. How about they just be themselves and try to go up as themselves, bro? Like, they don't need to be the next ASAP Mob. They don't need to be the next Odd Future. They don't need to be the next Slay World or whatever the fuck you niggas want to compare them to. How about they just come up and make their own lane in the scene, bro? I don't understand. Like, earlier this year...
Hey, because people are lazy. People are lazy nowadays, bro. Creatively.
That Flexico tape by Lade first came up, which bites... not pays homage to.
Wow.
Bites D Savage's Phoenix cover. I listened to it and I just thought to myself, this is just a 2016 plug shit. Like, he's not doing anything new. I'm not saying that niggas have to be completely unique or completely creative. I feel like that's kind of dumb, especially when specifically talking about underground artists. But I mean, you can't just steal a nigga's entire swag, steal his album cover, and like replicate the type of music he was making and then call it homage, bro. You can't do that. That's not how that works. At that point, you're just fucking biting. And I don't think I've said it enough in this video, so let me make myself absolutely clear. Baby Bartier is ass. That nigga sucks. That nigga sucks.
Who is that?
That nigga is trash.
Who's
that
Baby
nigga
Bartier?
sucks.
What? What the hell? That was a good video, yeah. Yo, half of them people I don't even know, bro. Some of these fits are funny. Space King. Yo, ain't Space King like 30 minutes? And I'm saving that for the weekend. I got you, Rob. I didn't forget about this shit. I got you, Brody. I got you. But nah, that was a good video though.